The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Rams and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep is Boston Scott. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford is one of those quarterbacks who didn't get the credit he deserved for the majority of his career due to the fact he was playing on teams that often didn't make the playoffs. But that narrative emphatically changed when he changed his surroundings and won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He's had a few injuries in the intervening years, but now that he's fully healthy,
touchdown! Tutu Atwell. 88 yards. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Escapes the defender.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
2nd down and 3.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
2nd and 5. And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense. So they've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Stroud to throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
He'll buy some time right.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6. Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Another carry for Pierce.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Takedown
from 4 yards out.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Back to throw, Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Stafford looks to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Puka Nakua
from 6 yards away.
And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this 1st half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Rolling to his right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Both of these coaching staffs with some big decisions to make coming up as the preseason draws to a close. This second half is going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15. First down, Los Angeles.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the counter, here's Williams.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
yeah, right now, you know they become regular season. He's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
2nd and 9. And Stroud now to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The football going back to the Rams now.
Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
The shotgun snap for Stafford.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Play action. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Stafford now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. To throw is Stafford.
Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mills to throw it.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Keenum got to have this one. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle.
They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
They go again with Pierce. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. Keenum now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Able to push his way through.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That's complete to Robinson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Garoppolo.
That's caught by Johnson. He's got room to roam.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Now Garoppolo. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Allen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here comes 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Well, that'll be caught by Cup.
And he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They'll have the 1st down and then some. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down this stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.